just happened, man? I don't even know.
It's hard. It's hard to wrap your head around that one, right? So many emotional swings and mood shifts and score. Actually, score didn't really change the whole much, but
That was just an emotional roller coaster, man. More
yeah,
than like any regular season game that I remember in recent memory. I mean, the first 3 quarters, it was like frustration, and it
yeah,
was like stupid penalties being called, miscommunications. It just looked like it was gonna be a frustrating loss.
mm,
And then the offense catches fire, and Kirk Cousins just makes just some unbelievable throws, and Thielen and Diggs, and we come all the way back. We make all these big plays, and then our kicker, our freaking ex kicker.
we talked about it on this show. You said, "Do we have a problem?" And I said, "We have a problem." I'll tell you why. Because he's a rookie, and he had those problems in preseason. And I'm telling you, that seed is planted. It doesn't go away, man. I mean, and there's not been any official news yet that I've heard of, but I mean, he's gone.
Yeah,
He's got to be gone.
I mean,
there's not a question.
and this is what I said in the preseason. This team is too good, and this is our Super Bowl window now. We cannot be losing games because of our kicker. And like straight up, he cost us this game. To me, we invested a 5th-round pick. It sucks to cut him. To me, you got to cut your losses. You move on. You sign Dan Bailey. You bring back Kai Forbath. Anybody, I don't care. We just need a kicker who can come in and make most of his kicks. Our season, like, this is too good of a team to waste games on a kicker.
So I mean, like, when I'm first watching that game, I'm noticing a few things, right? Aaron Rodgers has got a ton of time, which is strange. I didn't necessarily think that the Packers O-line was that great to where it would give him that kind of time. Because it wasn't just a normal amount of time. It wasn't like doing a decent job at holding back our elite defensive line. I mean, he was getting a ton of time, and then he would just check down some guy 15 yards down the field.
Yep.
And offensively, it really looked like we were trying to run the same schemes we were running against San Francisco, which is like play it safe, almost like running the clock out. I mean, we're running super safe stuff, little out routes, little crosses, things like that. Nothing too crazy. And it wasn't until we had to, and I felt like Kirk Cousins was like had his back up against the wall a little bit, and he had to push himself, that we started going for it more, and we realized what the offense could do. Because we all knew we had the weapons. We have Kirk Cousins, we've got these receivers, we've got Dalvin Cook. How are we going to use them? And I feel like it was awesome to see us finally be like, all right, let's see if we can use him. And it was just he's lit it up.
Cousins.
I mean, he's worth every penny.
Yeah. This is just depends how you look at it, right? Because we can make ourselves miserable all week, and we probably will, thinking about all the things that could have gone our way and helped us win the game. But also, if you look at some of the positives, our defense actually mostly played reasonably well. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback. Our defense mostly played well. Our offense played really well in the second half.
That's just another sign. Missing
Just get it out of here. Yeah, our offense played well in the second half. Our special teams, I think, is the real area of concern. Punt blocking, poor punting at some points, field goals, obviously.
I saw a stat that was said if there was no special team scores, the final score would be 26-6 Vikings.
Yeah.
And I thought about like, oh yeah, you take away the extra points, the 5 field goals, and the punt block, and you're right. They scored 6 points, 1 touchdown. That's all we gave Rodgers.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought our defensive backs played pretty well. It was odd that the defensive line couldn't get more pressure on Rodgers, especially in the first half. But
I think we ended with 4 sacks, which actually isn't terrible, but it didn't seem like we were getting much pressure.
Yeah, it was like we had to. We were only getting sacks when we blitzed.
Yeah.
We were relying on the blitz. So, still looking at positives. I mean, if you had told us coming into the game or at the beginning of the season that we were going to walk out of our game in Lambeau Field with a tie, I think we would have taken it. As we were making our predictions, and most of you guys probably, you look at this game in Green Bay and you kind of pencil that in as a loss. And hey, we walked out with a tie. So that's positive, but when you realize how easy it would have been to win, when you consider that Aaron Rodgers was banged up, I mean, I think we're disappointed here for sure.
It's just a hard position too with the kicker. It's like, what do you do? Yeah, we can go get Bailey, but then can Bailey are you comfortable with Bailey kicking 50-yard field goals or 40-yard?
I mean, more than Carlson, I'll tell you that.
Sure, yeah, anybody more than Carlson, Mike Zimmer more than Carlson. But the odd thing about it is that it's not just I feel like it's a weird position just to be like, all right, let's fix it, because I mean, I don't know. Are there just clutch guys roaming out there? I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about Kai Forbath. We were just saying we're unhappy with Kai Forbath about a month ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's like, who are we going to be happy with?
It would be just like these Vikings to have this incredible team and then just have a kicker, a kicker shoot us down. Well, all right, looking ahead, we got the Bills coming up. That hopefully is an easy win. And the rest of the NFC, nobody's looking real good besides the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are 2-0.
And the Bucks. But
Did you see his his press conference after the game, like his outfit? Looked like Conor McGregor. He was just wearing, it was like all opened in the chest.
Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, and his chest hair's all out. And he had these glasses and this
perfect.
big gold chain. Little Fitzpatrick.
Oh, man.
We don't have to play them this year.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd be saying that. Didn't think I'd be saying, oh, cross your fingers, you don't play the Bucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, at least we're not the Lions because they look atrocious. And I mean, there's positives to take away. I think the hardest part is that we came so close, and it came down to a 30-yard field. We could have won in Lambeau.
And it's the whole rest of the team. Everyone besides Daniel Carlson. Well, we haven't talked about Treadwell, but everyone besides Daniel Carlson and Treadwell. I mean, the effort was there. They stuck with it. They kept fighting. I mean, by all rights, except for Daniel Carlson, we should have won this game. So, and I take some solace in this. I think the Packers fans are probably feeling even worse than we are.
Yeah.
Because I think they needed this win more than we did. It was at their home.
Not to
home
mention
turf.
the penalty on Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, which let's be honest, that roughing, that was a terrible call.
That was a terrible call. I mean, they got one, but it just wasn't in a critical position like ours was.
It was also a terrible call, and it led to them getting a touchdown. And
both of them were horrible calls. I even had the announcer said, I don't think this one was as ticky-tack of a foul as the Rodgers one. So if anything, ours was a little more legitimate. It just came at such an interesting point because it was literally the end of the game. And then, oh, wait, no, the game's continuing on. Yeah. And so...
What a crazy game, man. Just truly an emotional roller coaster. About 8 different times it seemed like the game was over in one team's favor.
Rodgers drove it in 30 seconds, put them in field position. 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Well... Come back, join us again on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep.
We're gonna break down the upcoming game. We'll talk about the Bills. Hopefully by then we're feeling good again. In the meantime, just remember it could have been worse. We could easily be 1-1 right now, and instead we're 1 win and 1 tie. So
have we ever tied? Have you ever experienced a tie in your Vikings career?
Oh man,
I've never. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever.
I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember one.
I don't think I've tied my own tie Vikings career.
It's better than a loss.
It's true. I won't forget this game. This is one that'll go down in the memory banks.
And they're positives, man. Kirk Cousins, the whole offense. Just there's a lot to be excited about. We just gotta kind of get over this. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Take care.